Liv Morgan pays tribute to Dominik Mysterio amid his injury. Hiatus on WWE RAW. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Tonight, quote, New Year's Eve acts. Stranger Things episode of WWE Monday Night Raw saw former women's world champion Liv Morgan returning to singles action on the flagship show for the first time since coming back after her shoulder injury last year. Morgan took on Lyra Valkyria in the singles contest during the show, with Roxanne Perez in her corner and Bayley accompanying the Bird Lady. The Miracle Kid captured the big by sealing her oblivion on her opponent as the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion got distracted by the role model and the Prodigy's brawl. Ringside. Fans online noticed that Morgan paid tribute to his on-screen boyfriend, Dominik Mysterio, by wearing a top with Mysterio written over it and doing his signature Eddie Guerrero shoulder shake. Morgan could chase the major WWE Championship on the red brand, following the big win on the first episode of Monday Night Raw in 2026 over Lyra Valkyria, a former Women's Intercontinental Champion. The Miracle Kid may have punched her ticket forward for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Rhea Ripley and Iyo Sky became the new Women's Tag Team Champions, beating the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane and Asuka, clean on tonight's edition of the Red Brand. The Judgment Day could target Ryo to capture the Women's Tag Team Gold for the crew, and could get their match booked with the straps on the line for the Royal Rumble 2026 Premium Live event, which will take place outside the United States of America at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, on January 31st. That said, it will be interesting to see what plans Triple H and his creative team have in store for the Judgment Day faction member, Liv Morgan, in the coming months as the Stamford-based promotion heads closer to the road to WWE WrestleMania 42. Liv Morgan reacts after Chris Jericho chants breakout during WWE RAW chants. For AEW's Chris Jericho broke out this week during Liv Morgan's bout on WWE RAW. The former women's champion was seemingly not at all amused by them, however, judging from her immediate response to them, which is now making the rounds on social media. The Stamford-based promotion hosted the first Raw of 2026 this Monday in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The episode consisted of a star-studded card of high-stakes matches, including multiple championship bouts. One major non-title matchup from the show saw Liv Morgan go toe-to-toe with Lyra Valkyria. The Judgment Day member ended up scoring the victory over the Irish fan favorite thanks to the distraction caused by outside interference from Roxanne Perez. Interestingly, at one point during the bout, Morgan seemingly drew from the playbook of WWE and AEW legend Chris Jericho when she had Lyra locked in a Boston Crab on the corner turnbuckles. When audiences began chanting for Y2J, however, Liv appeared to stay in character and lash out at the fans by responding to their chants with a crotch chop gesture. It was speculated for a while that Jericho might return to WWE on the first Raw of 2026 after his AEW contract expired, although that did not turn out to be the case. WWE legend Chris Jericho may not be done with AEW. Chris Jericho has been missing from AEW programming since he walked out on his protégés and teammates, Big Bill and Brian Keith, on AEW Dynamite this past April. For many months now, conjecture has been circulating on the subject of his future, with industry experts believing that the Learning Tree would be heading back to WWE after his All Elite Wrestling contract expired at the end of 2025. However, ahead of this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, a report emerged from Fightful Select, which noted that Jericho's profile was still up on AEW's roster page, and that the company had not sent out any internal memos confirming his departure. Both these facts could indicate that the inaugural AEW World Champion is not yet done with the Tony Khan-led promotion. Furthermore, the outlet's sources in the company could not confirm whether Jericho was still All Elite or not in an official capacity. Interesting note on Judgment Day during WWE RAW, tonight's New Year's Eve. Sex Stranger Things edition of WWE Monday Night Raw was, as expected, a banger episode, and it also saw the Judgment Day's Raquel Rodriguez launching a sudden attack on the Women's World